In this tutorial, I'm going to look at how we can use RMarkdown to author HTML, PDF, or MS Word documents. When you have done your work in RStudio, you might like to then put that work in form of a report, and that report can have an output which is HTML, a PDF, MS Word document that you can send to other people to read. So what I'll do, I'll launch my RStudio there. And to create an RMarkdown file, I'll go to File there on the top left hand, and then I'll click on File. On File, then I'll go to New File. On New File, and then I'll go to RMarkdown. So when you click on RMarkdown, there is a dialog box which will appear. This dialog box appears, and you can write the title, the author of the document, and the date there, and you can specify the default output format, HTML, PDF, or Word. But don't worry about changing these ones, because you can change them when you need the document. So I can just leave it as HTML there. So basically what we'll be using this RMarkdown is for the assignments that we'll be doing in these maths courses. So I can name the title there, assignment. And the author, I'll just say student 1. But you can put your name there. And when you're done, you can then go on and click OK. But before I click on OK, for you to have an output which is a PDF, you need to have a MikTeX or MarkTeX installed on a computer. But if you don't have these two, MikTeX or MarkTeX, then you won't be able to directly generate PDF files from RMarkdown. So in that case, what you would have to do is you would have to have an output, the HTML, then convert the HTML to a PDF, or the Word, then convert it to a PDF if the person that you require to send the document requires that document as a PDF. So in this case, I'll go on and click OK, and there will be a document there. So what we are having the document there, and it's saying untitled. What you need to do is you need to save this document before you can have an output. So I'll go on and click on File. And then I'll go on and save this document. So I'll save it in a folder that I have called RMarkdown. So to save it, I'll give it a name there. And in this case, I'm taking it as if I'm writing an assignment. So I'll call it assignment 1, and then I'll click on save. So now I have saved there, and it's appearing there. The assignment 1 has been saved, and you are seeing it as the title, and then the author that I had given, and then the date of which you can change. The output, we are saying HTML document, but we can change it when we click on knit here. Let me just click on this arrow. You can knit to an HTML or a PDF. That is if you have a MikTeX or MarkTeX installed, or you can output it as a Word document. But at the moment, I am not generating an output. I just want to go through what is on this document. Let me just make this a bit bigger so that we can see what is there. So in this case, we are seeing that it has already filled some details there. But this is just as an example to show you how it is done. This double hashtags, they are indicating this is a heading. And when you want to install some other codes, you would have to put them inside these ones. And then you go on. And it goes on to say when you have echo equals to false, and then in the output you won't have the commands appearing. So let us just try to knit this one, and I will knit it to HTML, the one that is, so I click on knit there, and the following output appears. So we have the name that we have given there, the assignment, then student 1, then the date, then the heading that we had there, and we have this information, and we are having here, this is the command, and then the output. Then for the other heading, it was written including plots, but the command there was suppressed, so we just see the output here for the graph which is there. The moment you need the document, it's saved in the same folder that you saved the RMarkdown file. So if I can just check you, so I have my RMarkdown there, and you would see that the HTML file is appearing here. So I'll go back to my R there. Let me just close this one. When you are writing your assignments, you would need to delete all these things so that you begin on a fresh start. So after the output there, you delete all the things that are there, and delete these things, and I'll click on delete. So the first thing that we need to do is for the assignment, you need to indicate the group members. So I would have a heading there, which is, and I space and I type group members. And under the group members, and then you write the surname of the first group member, and the surname, and then first name, and then a reg number, the registration number of the first student, and in the parentheses you put in the department of that student. For example, if the student is from computer science, just indicate by putting ICS, the code for that particular department. Then click on enter, then you enter the second surname until you have entered all the group members. Now when you have entered the group members, you then go on to answer the questions that were given in the assignment. So for the first question, you put it as a header again, the hashtags those two, and then you write your solution 1. Solution 1, which will be answering question number 1. So you then answer the question number 1, what is required. For example, you are asked to input a sample and then find its mean. In this case, we would want to include an R command. So what we'll do is we'll go on this part here, click down that drop, and you see where it says you are inputting the R commands and that are answering the first question. So it's saying insert a new R chunk. So I click on that, and inside this part, which is grayish, you type in your R commands that answers a question. For example, if I'm assigning X, and I'll put X is equals to C, and then I'll list some numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I've listed the numbers, and then say I want to find the mean of those numbers, then I'll type mean of X inside this command. But before you go on to the next question, I advise that you just try to make a run of the commands that you have entered so that there are no errors. What you can do, there's a small arrow here which will help you to run this chunk just to see if there are no errors. And you see it's giving us the mean there is 3.5. So I can go on and close it. So for this one, it's okay. Then when you are done, you go to the next question. I'll just press and enter, and then I'll type the hashtags there, and then I'll type solution 2. We are now going on to solving the second question. If you are answering a question which requires the use of some packages, then to load the package, you first have to go again on the C there on the top here, click on the R, the chunk, insert, and then inside the chunk that you have specified, you go on and load the package that is required. For example, if I put library and open parenthesis, if I want to use library sets, then you can go on and use the package sets. Then after you have loaded the package, then you go on and write the commands that use the package sets. And when you have written all your solutions, then you'll be ready to go on and knit the document to have an output. If I just click on knit here, it will give me the HTML, just because at the beginning I specified that we want an HTML file. But if you want a PDF file, then knit to PDF. If you want Word, then knit to Word. But in this case, let me knit to HTML, and it will give you an output there. So we would have the assignment, and we would have the name of the author. If it's a group assignment, the name of the author, you should put it as the group leader. Then you go on and write your group members, which we indicated by that heading. And then here they will appear here. But in this case, there is just one appearing just because I wrote one. But you just write, you have to write all the group members there. Then you go on and answer your questions. So in this case, you are seeing that the commands, they are appearing, and the solution is appearing there. Then the second question, then the commands that you would have entered. And as I said, this document has already been saved in the folder that you saved your RMarkdown file. So I can go on and close it. I can even go on and knit to PDF. But as I said, to knit to PDF, you need to have a MarkTech if you are working on a Mac, or MikTech if you are working on a Windows computer. But if you don't have those, then you cannot knit to PDF. Just knit to HTML or knit to Word, then convert the HTML or the Word document to PDF. So for example, if I knit to Word, the document will be, and it's creating the document there, and it has come out. And like I said before, if you go to the folder where you have saved the RMarkdown file, just click on the folder there. You will see that the document is automatically saved there. So if it's a Word document, as I said, for the assignments, we usually need that the assignments are submitted as PDF files. So what you would then need to do is you go on and convert this Word document to PDF, or convert the HTML to PDF. But if you have a MarkTech or MikTech installed on a computer, then you can knit directly to a PDF document. Then you can submit that assignment.